Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to some more Net Challanger series. We're here with the EU group stage once again. FPS is tanking a little bit. Why is tanking that so bad? What have we got open that's tanking my FPS? Let's remove that and that. See if that... There we go. There we go. There we go. It's going up a little bit now. But either way, we are going into our first matchup of today. It's going to be Valiance versus HAVU. Haven't actually seen much from HAVU in a while, of course. I think the last time... I think I've costed them once, but prior to that, it was actually when Sergey was still in the roster, and I feel like that was a very different team. They've lost the young star. Obviously, he's taken a little bit of a break, going soul-searching, or maybe school, one of those two things, and, well... On the other side, Valiance, they've still been grinding. They've still been having some alright results. Definitely not at the same sort of high that we saw previously. Been a little bit disappointed, I will admit. I think they've definitely got much more to show. I'll be interested to see what this team can do. I thought, there was still that little bit of me that was just like Sergey with Ottend. It looked like such a good roster. I was really excited to see how they would perform, like what we would expect from that team. And then Sergey was just like, nah, I'm out. And I was like, no, come back. We need you. We need you in here. We need you to show what you can do. So it's a shame, but I'm interested to see what Uli can do, if that's how you pronounce it, or Yuli. I'm gonna go with Uli. It sounds better. Sounds cooler. But yeah. Just waiting for this to get underway. We will see the ready up called in from LXCB, who has been another sort of young talent in this team. We'll see whether or not he can pick up the mantle of his fallen comrade. I make it sound like he's died. He's still alive. He's just, I think he's doing school. Which, as I said, it's understandable. We've seen ZywOo do like a similar thing. Have a little bit of a break. It's a lot of pressure as well, being such a young talent. He has made me laugh probably more than maybe anyone else in a server before when he said, guys, can we hurry up with this match? I gotta go to bed. That just, that had me in stitches. Either way, hell of a lot of utility for both teams. We're gonna have LXCB picking up Smoke along with a flashbang and an HE. He is over towards that banana spot. We'll be able to slow down any of the pushes that we see coming in. And on the T side, we got a decent amount of utility as well. A Smoke, even got a Molotov onto Neno. And this makes me think that they're actually not going to be going towards the B site, just because I don't really know what you use two smokes for, unless they're going to just smoke off towards the coffins as well, which is possible. A CT smoke then thrown into the coffins, but I would sort of expect maybe a little bit more of a wrap around towards middle, but by the looks of things, we are going to see a huge gather up towards that banana spot. Crossfire in from the CT side heavily suggests that they think it's going to be A. It's probably not. I'd be very surprised if they all switch away now. And they are. They're going to smoke off towards the coffins. Molotov likely to just get rid of either first oranges or second, and then just have them run into the site. And the CT side, they don't really have a choice. They've got to go for a retake in this scenario. Just look to try and take this back after the round is done. Well, we'll see. Maybe Alexi can find something through the smoke. Oh, never mind. They're going to find him through it. Quick push. T's will overwhelm him. On, looking to try and find a trade back. They do have a kit. Oh, their utility is gone. But he will manage to get a kill. Not a whole lot of time left, but they are peeking in and they're finding a lot of kills, but it's left all onto Uli. And eventually the T's will come out on top. A little bit of a gamble in that round from the CT side, but it doesn't pay off at all. And now, well, we are just going to witness them go for a bit of a force, I imagine. I'll be interested to see how much they force, because if I remember correctly, they were one of the teams that were quite happy to go for a bit more utility, but at least in this sense, it's not looking like that will be the case. We got Zate. He does have himself some utility in this round. Uli able to get a couple of kills, so he'll pick up the UMP. And then Ottend, of course, wants to get that AWP in as soon as possible, so we'll expect to see that in round number 3 already. Nice damage done by a singular nade. Not normally a big fan of just one HE. You normally want to see a couple. And what, if there had been a couple, maybe they would have got a kill. Lots of Mac 10s in play at the moment, alongside the 2 AKs onto Letney and Hunter. Now, Hunter, at least in Mirage, has been impressing me quite a lot, but he's had some quieter maps when it comes to sort of other, well, somewhat more tactical maps. No doubt about the guy's individual talent, but whether or not the more tactical basis work out for him. Side, I'm going to be pushing over towards this A side of the map. I'm going to be a little bit of a sort of bait and switch here. One player above, one player below. Hunter is going to be pushing in. Now, he has an AK. He's one of the only AK players in the server at the moment. So him pushing in individually probably wouldn't be the best idea. Arch control has been completely taken. A rotation will be coming in from Alexi B. But the smoke has already gone down. Uli, he does manage one. But it is going to be Letney and Hunter just to combine to remove the remaining players. Alexi has actually managed to pick up an AK, though. I wonder if they'll now go for this. 2 MAC-10s versus an AK, a CZ, and of course the other AK. Quick trade. Alexi B finds one. AK yet to be retrieved, but Karon now finds it as well. If they can just keep doing this, there's actually a chance they can win this. They don't have a kit, and Zate has absolutely nothing. He has a smoke, but nothing in terms of actual weaponry. However, it may not matter, as Karon will get both. Bounce back will come in. AK-47 retrieved. And it does seem that the slightly over-aggressive nature of that AK over towards the library position has actually been enough to cost them around. 1-1, HAVU bounce back. And now, well, we're going to have to see some sort of forced buyout from the T side. Although, they could have actually bought into the next round if they had saved, but they've decided against it. MAC-10s galore. UCZs alongside it as well. Molotov will quell some of the early aggression. But the CT side still look to push. Karon furthest forward, although the majority of the Ts are just waiting outside that A site. A little bit of aggression from Hunter lurking around the smoke. Hoping that he'll find something early. However, the CT side have gone for a very safe buy. No SMGs. Smoke out onto the balcony. This is normally to allow a player to actually just jump straight out to the left. Try and wrap around to that short side. Flashbang's going to be thrown out. Now the MAC-10s will actually jump in. One player caught reloading and they'll trade effectively, leaving this into a 3 versus 3. Just remember, there's been rifles on every single player, so there's another one to be found. Hunter already picking up an M4. Joxic will retrieve the FAMAS. Now, there's kits on every single player, but not a whole lot of utility for the CT side. A singular smoke and a couple of flashbangs, which need to be effectively used. Zate looking to just clear out to make sure there is nobody at apartment area. Joxic. Be able to find one, a second as well, and all 3 for Joxic. Straight away, there's the return from Valiance. We'll leave them 2 and 1. CT side, they are still going to force the issue. Actually looking to take some control over Banana. Well, actually be a trade early on. Only a MAC-10 retrieved, and in the meantime, the Ts are looking to wrap back around towards this A site. They've got to clear out the pit position and the site itself as well. Ottend actually doing a decent amount of damage, but now the question is, do they double back around towards B? No. Surely not. They've got to get rid of Ottend eventually. Never mind. He gets 2. And then the remaining players clean up the rest. 2 and 2. It's not over yet. HAVU have found another one. Now they can buy back themselves. They're going to have some SMGs in this scenario. Tees are going to get themselves a couple of rifles. This really has been questionable from both teams. Neither able to get that conversion round. Coast to coast. B side. All gathering up towards the B site, leaving Hunter as the lurker over on the other side of the map. Neno, with one of the rifles, is going to go pushing through the edge of the smoke. Looks for the opener, finds it as well, but there's a second man towards that back corner of the site that they need to clear. And they haven't checked the angles properly. Caron with the MAC-10, not the ideal weapon of choice. Already we're going to find the trades back through the smoke. Letney just gets rid of one like it's nothing. The spray back through makes things look more than easy, and well, now the CT side looking like they may just try and save these weapons, but look at Hunter. Almost gets rid of Uli. I think he realizes that the remainder will be saving. May give a bit of a call to the T's. This is the chance to try and remove even those extra weapons. But again, it continues. Yet to see 2 rounds in a row for either of these teams, and well, this time the fast play towards the B site works perfectly. CT side, they are going to invest, and Zarte's won the opening duel. The UMP will trade, which isn't too bad in all honesty. Ooh, that's an interesting FAMAS skin. Most of them are trash. He's still looking to try and keep control of Banana, or at least stop the CT side from pushing it. That's the main thing. Hunter again, just trying to lurk around towards this A side of the map. The rest of his team may be looking to actually pounce through mid. A lot of blue on the map today. Might have to reload the server. Maybe if we get a tactical pause at some point, I'll do that. Either way, through mid the T's go. 4 players here now from the CT side. They've completely gambled and they've got it correct. Got it spot on, in fact. Let's see if the T's can win the duels. Peeking from Caron. Spots out one. Bomb's actually going to be dropped. The flashbang is perfect, and the CT side are just winning all of the battles. Hunter up in the apartments is going to be the only one left alive. Needs to hope and pray that he can get away with something here, and already being spotted. Alexi B will make this next round look easy. But this time the CT side, they have a lot of weaponry. However, the T's actually have enough that they could realistically go for 3 rifles, so they're definitely going to force back into this one. No, Sergey decided to step down. I think that might have been to do with education or just not really enjoying it. It's a shame. Huge talent. Hopefully we'll see him back soon. Replacement, currently second on the board. He is not dead. He's not dead. Deep smoke down Banana. Looking to try and take some control. Joxic's actually got a glass cannon open. Emmy is just going to go flashing straight through that smoke. He's in jail. He's 15 years old. Go on, what did he do then? Aderos, what did he do? Do you have a girlfriend? I do not. Not at the moment. Soon, TM. If not, are you open with the idea of me being your boyfriend? What do I like? What do I get? What are the perks? That's better. Otherwise it sounds screwed up. What are you going to buy me? No. What are the perks of being with you? Touch kids in a weird way. Okay, towards the A site, the T's are going. 3 players currently here. Otten gonna be up above. Rifles, kits, but only a single flashbang. But no utility for the T's. Nice shot from Emmy. Will open. It's going to stop any sort of trade back. Otten tries to do the work, and he will get Hunter. But other than that, they're isolated from the site once again. And is this really just going to continue? No, neither team will win at this rate. We're going to hit 15-15 just with backwards and forwards rounds. As there's just no way for either team to sort of build things up. You'll have me completely on bed. Nice. And I'll be a Valentine next year. Yeah, no, that could be good, actually. That's a long time commitment, though. A year. Whew. Like your cast. Cheers. Cheers. I'm enjoying it. Been an interesting game so far. Still nobody able to get 2 rounds in a row. CT side will hold on to the majority of their weaponry. What team do I think is going to win? It's not an easy guess. I don't know. I haven't seen HAVU properly in a while, so I'm going to go with Valiance, especially because they've started so well on the T side. Like, for even, like, 4 rounds this early on, the chance to now break the CT economy, I think they're in the driver's seat. But at the same time, both teams are sort of in questionable positions at the moment. Voice that could keep you calm. Oh god, I'm not reading that out. I'm not reading that out. I miss Sergey too. I miss him. I want him back. I want that excitement. The guy's a beast. Let's see though. Who's gonna bring me that excitement in this game? Both teams with a buy once again. Decent amount of utility for the CT side, and they've been fairly aggressive over towards Banana so far. Pop flashes will be going through. Looking to try and get closer. But the CT side have already thrown down another. Smoke over the top will be the peak. Heron. Not going to be able to do too much damage as of yet. Now, so far, there have been a lot of backwards and forwards rounds. Now, Valiance took a pause, maybe to slow that momentum, slow the chance of a reset, slow the chance of things being turned around. However, just because they took a pause, it doesn't mean anything has actually changed. In fact, the rounds seem to be fairly similar so far. I actually haven't seen too much from Yuli yet, so I can't say I have too much of an opinion on him. I still remember Otten being an absolute beast, though, so I'm hoping we'll get to see something from him. But he needs that AWP. Inferno, yeah, CT side, you can see the AWP a fair bit. T side normally uses more of a counter, unless you have a very aggressive AWPer, which Joxic definitely can be. Spoken Otten. He is actually going to be the one taking this sort of peak here. Spray through from Alexi B, looking to try and do a bit of damage. We'll hear a lot of the players running, and I think he's going to push the second he hears them all go past. Smart stuff from Alexi B. Doesn't quite manage the kills, but Uli and Otten doing work. Still will be traded back into a 3 versus 2. A 2v2 on the site. Leaving it just onto Hunter. He doesn't have much time. In fact, he's got no time. And Otten, speak of the man, he shall appear. Retrieves an AWP as well. It will be 4-4. The pause did absolutely nothing. Will the T's buy again? Question mark. I wouldn't be surprised. They have handed an AWP over to their opponents, though. Yeah, of course they're going to force. Of course they're going to force. They're not going to lose the force buy battle. They want to keep this pretty pattern going. real question is who will be the force of nature and who will be forced to take an eco. Haha! Force puns. MP7 for Hunter. Not a weapon you see too often. I wonder if he just bought that for the sake of buying something. The rest of the team are going to be on pistols and AKs, and it's going to be a faster play towards this A site. I don't know what this match is. It's a weird one, isn't it? It's a weird one. Actually, they're looking to double back. A little bit of aggression from Zarte. He's alone here, so he needs to take a bit more of an information play. Try and spot out, see if there's anybody pushing through his smoke. As of yet, he hasn't seen too much. I don't know if he caught a pixel there, because he does actually look to fall back. It's a little bit difficult to tell sometimes with the X-ray how much he's seen and how much I've seen, because they can be very different things. In fact, I imagine he must have heard or spotted something, because Caron's now been rotated back towards his B side of the map. Betney. We'll throw in a little bit of utility, but Ottend closes him down before he can look to come in on the flank. So we'll allow for the remaining rotations. However, there's only going to be 2 players here. Maybe they can look to try and clear them out. Spam will be going through the smoke. Caron will pick up one. Looks to spray further down. Actually shoots his teammate a little bit there. However, this is finally the end of the Force Fire Wars. And it's actually HAVU who've come out on top. Money will now be able to be built up, which is going to be magnificent for them. And actually, they do it in style. They don't lose a single player in the previous round. So that means that the T's are not only going to have the problem of an eco, but in the next one, the likelihood is they're going to have a lot of money on their opponent's side. And well, you can tell by the by how little money there really was on that T side. Nobody has bought anything. Three-man push coming towards... Oh, no. Oh, no. Should have been 3, really. They've only got Glocks. The remaining T's are going to try and push towards Banana. See, the idea there was that was supposed to be a bit of a fake. But because of the aggression from the CT side, the fake got shut down so fast that the real push over towards Banana, well, they didn't bait anyone away. I don't think they would have done anyway. They would have needed to get a kill or 2, and by that point, might as well have just gone A. That's why it is. It's going to be 2 flawless rounds back-to-back from the CT side. And consider how things have gone so far with these sort of rounds. So then get 2 flawless rounds is actually pretty impressive for HAVU. And even with... Okay, what is this buy? 2 MAC-10s and 3 AKs. A little bit of extra money will be saved onto Hunter and Neno. And they're going to be the ones with the majority of the utility. I wouldn't be surprised just to see them explode towards the B site. In fact, or maybe out of apps. Possible. I expect to see something faster because it has to be somewhere where you're just going to jump out of an angle. Instead, look at the CT side. Lots of aggression. This will be catching out the T's. Hunter was going aggressive. Did only have a MAC-10, but a very good start for the CT side. Now they can just fall back to the site. They don't have to take any more battles. They've already got that opening kill. They've already got the man advantage. Everything else from here on out, just about making sure they trade effectively. T side just going to be sat in middle. We'll see the banana push coming in from the T side. Hot flash over. Very passive hold at the moment from the CT side, which does mean they don't have much information up until the actual execution begins. And, well, this is where it begins. Zarte at the back of the site. He's going to be the only one there. His teammate falls without doing anything, and now Neno pushes in onto his position. CT side now with a disadvantage going into this, especially now that Letney finds a kill. It is going to be traded back to a 2v2, but an AWP in a retake is definitely not the best case scenario. Otten looking to try and find an opening here. They don't have any utility to at least force these players out of positions. It's just going to come down to the straight-up duels. Both players pushing in. Hudson rounds the corner, looks for one. A double spray down, though. And Neno brings it back 6-5. As said, though, CT side, 2 flawless rounds. So they have got plenty of cash to buy into this one. T's will save themselves an AWP and an AK. And so they'll comfortably be able to buy into this round as well. However, I do question a little bit from HAVU. Like, having the man advantage, didn't really need to sort of over-aggress. Felt very, very passive indeed. Morocco, you'll need to remove the S from that for the command to work. Here we go, though. Towards the apps they go. Nice little crossfire in from the CT side, and it's already a shutdown. Uli with 3 kills, stepping up big in this scenario. Leaving it just onto Letney. 1 versus 5, not going to happen. CT side instantly bounce back, and well, it looks like Valiance are not going to have a single buyer where they have money. I think that's just going to be their problem today. Money, money, money. Because we saw the opening nature of the game where both teams were getting reset. They ended up with Mac 10s in a lot of their buys. And now, it's going to be the same again. Pistols, a Mac 10, looking to try and force the issue versus HAVU. Now, HAVU keeping themselves with 4 players left alive once again. Early nades look to be thrown into second mid, and that is where the majority of the T's are. Here we go. Emmy rounding the corner. Otton will not connect the shot. He's been left completely blind, and that's an AWP into the hands of the T's. Quickly gets moved into the hands of Hunter instead. Uli with an awful lot to do. He did well in the previous round. Has to go even bigger in this one, but will only get a single kill. And now Caron, well, you have the choice, my friend. Save the gun or try and save the round. Likelihood of him winning this is slim. The low player, one still with a pistol. Looking like the force buy of Valiance. Working. Caron pushing back in, but Hunter's quick enough on the trigger. Well, I really like you too, Morocco. I really like you too. Moroccan? Maybe? Or more. I may be saying your name completely wrong. Apologies. But around 1 from the T side, we will see a double up setup in for HAVU. Now, they've taken a nasty hit, and if they get reset here, Valiance actually do have the chance to win the half. Loser of this round will not have much money for the next, although, as we know, a little bit easier for the T's to buy in general. Ready. Otton. Not going to be connecting the first shot. Throws out the nade to try and quell any push. And actually going to use another smoke, so T-side baiting out quite a lot of utility. My name is Tom, or Tom Biz. Alias, Emmy, spots the boost over the smoke. Love you too, Derek. Love you too. Where was all this? Where was this yesterday on Valentine's Day, Derek? No, I'm kidding. Lexi B. We'll be there with the AWP. Low on HP. Oh, there's a lot of P's and B's. CT side, once again, they've fallen back to a very, very passive holdover towards this B side. I'm not a huge fan of this, because it leaves you without much information. Makes things quite difficult when it comes to actually pulling off rotations. There's a lot down to guesswork. Luckily, this time they do have more players actually over on the side of the map, but Hunter already gets the opening. 25 seconds left. Time will start to tick in the favor of the CT side. Joxic already burns another down, and Karon, well, you've got to try and just burn that clock as much as possible. Already being spotted out. The MAC-10 will go running into the site, and he'll be completely overwhelmed. Remaining CT side players should just save their weapons. 12:33 a.m. Woo! For me, it is 25 to 5. Got, I think, another 5.5 hours of casting to do, so it's going to be a long one. I might still be here when you wake up. Actually, that would mean you wake up at 6 a.m. I hope you don't wake up at 6 a.m. just for your sake, Derek, because I can't wake up that early. Although, what time do I have to get up tomorrow? 8, I think. Maybe a bit earlier. Work that out. Hey, Disco. How are you? You may be the most, like, loyal viewer to the stream, Disco. You may be taking that mantle soon. Either that or it's down to some, like, silent sleeper who is always here, always watching. Which I think there may be a few of them. Like, I am always in your presence. Oh my, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. I don't know. Balagan, are you here? Are you like a sleeper? Do you like stay in the chat and just lurk? Maybe you do. I don't know. Ottend, boosted up, looking for that opener. There's only going to be a pixel if anything, but he'll find it. A player's already crossed though, and he doesn't expect that. And Zarte probably wanted the AWP, but won't get anything yet. However, he does it with the ump instead. Attempting to run through the smoke. Valiance fail, and it leaves. I'm actually looking to flank back. Now, if they'd pushed into the site, there was still only one man there. It was only Zarte defending it, and instead, there's 3 waiting at the bottom of Banana. This is almost cruel. Alexi B will pick up both, and HAVU, they turn it back again. They win themselves the half, 8-7. And while the pistol's going to play a big part in this one, because I think if Valiance win the pistol and get off to a strong start, get themselves all that money, we could see them actually take over this, because the way that they sort of got screwed a little bit was they were the ones to finally get reset and finally lose. Will you cast Kinguin? Yeah, I think there's a Kinguin game in there. I can't remember who they're playing, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got a Kinguin match today. Pistol in play. Lexi B and Zarte with the majority of the utility. Hunter with the smoke of the kit. So a fairly classic buy. I would say that the buy we currently have for Valiance is the standard. Maybe you'll see some players go for a couple of flashbangs. I quite like the smoke. Just as a sort of after plan, I'm going to just try and ninja defuse you. The T's are playing fairly slow, though. Again, now we saw the smoke setup used by the T side in the previous half, which was one smoke over towards Coffin, one into CT. But to be honest, I prefer seeing, if you have this many nades, going over towards that A site, maybe one thrown over to either get rid of Arch side or to get rid of the library. Either way, they're going to go pushing in a couple of hidden, sneaky players in the back lines they've got to worry about. And already, Hunter pounces, and he finds 3! Leaves it all on to Karon. Knows where Hunter is, hits the dink. They're not going to be running through the smoke, though, and it will be 8-8. CT side win the pistol round. The question is, can HAVU do what was done to them? Well, actually, no, they did it both times. Never mind. Can they do it again? With the pistol round. And can they get themselves that second round victory? I think they'll need to. Kinguin versus No Reg. Okay. Yeah, I'll be doing that game. That should be Kinguin's to take. I saw some decent performances from Marcelius and Chromin yesterday. But unless somebody else steps up big, I think Kingwin should have their number. I'll be interested to see if Lord is actually going to play as well. Because I was actually quite impressed to see him in the team. And if he does just stand in and play a more in-game leader role, it's quite cool. Either way, rush towards Banana. CT side don't have a whole lot of utility to slow this down. They've got to be careful they don't get overwhelmed. They've gone... Still for SMG, it's actually interesting they don't have too much utility. Back to casting the fins. I do like casting the fins. I do miss Sergey, though. I miss him. I want him back. He made me laugh. He asked everybody to hurry up so that he could go to bed. That's brilliant. B-side. Looking like they may look to split towards this B-side. Actually, no, they've just faked the sound cues. I like that. They've thrown a couple of players around towards that arch side, run in, and then shifted just so that the CT still think they're there. In fact, Joxic now goes peeking and finds, okay, there's no one there. And everybody's going to go running towards that banana position. Emmy boosted up. I wonder if Neno may even look to just peek out and try and take the fight here. Smoke will go down, and actually that's a very late smoke from the CT side. But the T's are just going to go running straight through it. And over and above, Emmy will manage to get one. Rotation back in towards the coffins. The bomb should be going down, but actually Neno goes through. And he finds himself 2 kills, leaves it on to just 1. Zarte has absolutely no time, has picked up a UMP. There's no way he's winning this round. He can at least do some damage. But it will be Valiance to take themselves the victory. And now, while the T side, they can't really afford to buy into this one. A little bit of extra money on Zarte. We'll either save it for the AWP, although even with that extra money, it would have to be Glass Cannon, and I don't think he'll be doing that. I'll be very surprised. Here we go, the slaughter coming out from the CT side. Joxic will fall, gets a couple of kills for himself, makes $1,200. And Valiance, well, they do get those follow-up rounds. And now this is where the worrying prospect can come in. A little bit of a bonus round coming in from the CT side, although money won't be great in the next. T still have that chance. Joxic on the AWP. Top of the board at the moment, although I wouldn't say there's been a particularly standout performance from anybody in this game just yet. Fairly even across the board. In fact, no real slackers, no real dominant forces. We'll see if anybody can step up over into the second half. Lots of early damage done onto Yuli, Emmy, and Hunter. Everybody else fairly healthy. CT side just somewhat spotting over towards Banana. Emmy just trying to find the perfect spot to actually burn down that clock. Now they've gone for the gamble once again. Now he's just playing a spotter role. Basically, his job, keep looking to make sure there's nobody running up Banana, and then they can keep 4 players over towards that A side of the map. That's the gamble. Now if he sees anyone, instantly we'll probably see Neno rotate off. Yeah, we've actually got a boost in. Maybe Neno boosted up. Maybe waiting for the flash, finds the kill and looks to just fall back. Lots of damage being done at the moment. Hunter actually digs through the wall, but he gets a second as he fades away. There's only 1 man over towards this B side of the map, but they've got to retrieve the bomb. There's 25 seconds left. Will be taken. Now they are going to go doubling back towards the B side. Emmy is now in such a passive spot where they're going to be able to get on towards this site without him calling anything. And the CT side, they're finally going to realize what's going on, and they may just be a little bit too late. It's down to him to buy the time. The thing is, though, there is no time. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. They've got to go for this plant. If he just ends the planter, but he can't. He falls. And the T's have given themselves a chance here. Zarte, he picks up 2. Won't be able to get the 3rd as Letney is waiting. Haron and Alexi V to try and save this. Peek's going to be coming in. Flashbang is good, but it won't matter because Alexi V goes down. Caron left into a 1 versus 3. Not going to be happening. It will now be 11 to 8. Bomb plant will help the T's out massively, and I wouldn't even be surprised if they actually go for the buy in this. Is there... yeah, the stream for Fnatic game would be on Facebook, I imagine. Good old Facebook stream. I haven't actually had a chance to watch any Pro Leagues. I've always been casting at the same time, so I don't know if how good the Facebook stream is. I heard lots of complaints, but most of the time until I go and look myself, I normally don't pay attention to them. T-side, as said, they are going to force this one. TT side already had a little bit of a bonus. Is the quality bad on the Facebook streams, or is it just because it's Facebook? Because for me, it doesn't matter if the quality's fine. I don't really care where it is. Joxic, aggressive peek out. We'll be finding the opener. It's lagging. Oh, well, yeah, that's a different story then. Letney manages another. The cross being held by Joxic, and this force buy is being shut down. CT side absolutely ruining HAVU at this point. It's going to be 12 to 8. Not a single kill. Oh, no, wait. A single kill. Going the way of the T side. Little bit of investment coming out from the T side. Now, remember, they do have max loss bonus. It's been 5 rounds in a row. So, Valiance will be coming up against a buy in the next. And it should be a fairly good one at that. They can get an AWP if they want it, which I imagine Ottend will. Already though, CT side just slaughtering HAVU. Another decent round. 4 players survive in the last, 5 players survive in this one, but now comes the big buy. What up? And Facebook sucks. It's not lagging, it's a good stream. I think it depends on different people, really. I think it depends on your internet connection. That's the one thing that Twitch has done quite well, is sort of like the buffering system has definitely been worked on over time to improve the quality of different streams for different people. So I think that's why, that's something that Facebook will have to work on, but it's a fairly new platform for gaming, so I don't mind it. If they're going to invest into esports, why can't they just stream on Twitch? Well, Twitch or YouTube probably didn't offer the same amount of money that Facebook did. Yeah, that's it. If you have good, I don't imagine a good computer should make much difference to the quality of the stream. I think they brought the rights to Pro League. I don't know if they bought too much more. I think IEM might be on Twitch. You have an amazing PC and very good internet. I don't know then. Maybe region? That could be it. I guess it depends how it's done, really. I'm not going to pretend I'm an expert on the subject. As said, though, T's, this is the best buy we've seen from them so far. However, Joxic doesn't care. He already finds that opener. However, Letney now gets a second, pushing aggressively into the apartments. It looks like Valiance definitely getting confident at the moment. Oh, you're in the Baltic region. Oh, yeah, your internet will definitely be good enough then. Baltic internet is nuts. Well, which Baltic country are you from? Hunter picks up another, and this is another flawless round from the CT side. This was against a 4-buy. They lose nobody. And the last few rounds have been so clean. Just look at the money that's been built up on Valiance. When you go for a rerun. Oh, that is off. You're from Latvia. That's actually the one I haven't been to. I've been to Estonia, I've been to Lithuania, but I haven't been to Latvia. Damn it. I'll have to put that on my list. Again, though. CT side, lots of money. T side, we'll go for a pause. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like the internet price is insane. When I was in Estonia, it was just ridiculous. Lots of damage done early. Still, the CTs will survive, but the Ts are going to look to try and push onto the amount of damage they've already done. I've heard that Latvia is a beautiful place. Come to Latvia. I'm sure I will one day. I'll just have to make sure I tweet it or something, and then people can know. And then people can show me the places. Tell me where to go. We've seen the gamble once again. But the price of internet really low in comparison to here. Just cold. Well, the UK is cold. Actually, was it going to Ukraine soon? And the scheduled temperature, or not scheduled, the estimated temperature is -12 on one of their days. It's like, what? I don't like -2, -12. I'm gonna die. Either way, push into the site. Lots of utility used. Alexi B will burn one out. Hunter still surviving, and Jock6 here with his AWP. 20 seconds left on the clock, and the bomb's going to be dropped. They're going to have to run to go and get it, but they've cleaned out the majority of the players. Only Emmy will be here. Naturally, Karam will take his head off. Finally, a round 1 for the T side, but this could be it. If they get reset here, they are screwed. If you come to Latvia, I'll show you around. Cool. 100 megabytes, $50 here. Yeah, no, it's I think it'll be about the same in the UK. In fact, I'm pretty sure it is. Obviously, it depends on, like, oh, yeah, your phone line. Oh, I don't care about my phone line. I have a mobile. Lots of people nowadays in the UK just don't even bother with a phone line. So I can't be bothered. $14-9. Even with the round victory, the T-side still have to have a Mac 10 in their buy. We have some nice food. I'm always going to be happy to have some nice food. I love trying new things. Neno finds one with the AWP and then is saved by Emmy. Can he fall back? Almost a team kill. A little bit too close for comfort. Neno now styling with the AWP of his own. Picks up 2. And leaves it all onto Zate. 1 versus 4. Every time they seem to either come close to winning a round or do some damage, the CTs come back so much faster. Here's Mama's boy. I appreciate that. Aggression coming out from Letney. Now, there's actually nobody else over towards the other side of the map. Oh. Is he gonna... They've sort of crossed paths. Gone past each other. And, this is going to make things very confusing. Because, actually, Zate can just go and plant on B. Or A, sorry. There is no one there. Absolutely no one. And that's mainly because they think that he's hiding, when in real truth, he's actually just walked past his opponent. Now, Zate's checking everything. I think they're slowly realizing, actually, there's only one place he can be. That's the A site. Jock6 should hear it. 8 seconds left. He's cleared all the angles, and that should be a bomb plant at least. That's something. Although, can he stop it? No, he can't. That's something at least. Now, it's not going to affect the CT side so much. They know that they're coming up against a force buy in the next round anyway. Zate will be able to pick one up, but that will be all. 15-9. Reset will come in. The $800 onto every player should make a big difference. Putting them up to making 2,200 this round. That will give Zate and Alexi B an AK. Everybody else will be struggling. Yeah, with online casting, I think interacting with the chat is fine. I think Mega Man still does it. Like, Mega Man's always someone to talk to the chat. But it's like, especially in solo casting, I don't have a co-caster, so it might as well be you guys. Just chill, have a bit of a chat, and I'll cast the rounds when they get exciting, rather than me going, well, if you look at this analytically, like, it's online CS. The level of strategy is not going to be that high. In fact, this round, the strategy, rush B, don't stop. Caron, spraying down, and they're already getting absolutely decimated. Ottens to save it. Letney will be there to shut it down. It is hard to read the chat when you have 10k views, but I've done that too, actually. Like, some of the Space Soldiers games hit that much. Either way, that is map 1 done and dusted. 16-9 in favor of Valiance. We do have another match coming up for you in just a moment. It will be Pride versus HAVU, so HAVU get a second chance to try and fix things. Either way, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a moment.